So I'm happy to join you today. For some of us joining from the United States, afternoon time, West African time, evening to night time. Anywhere you're joining us from, I'm very happy to be with you today. I'm very, very excited to be with you. Firstly, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. Hopefully, I'm the first. I think the final day for the year is tomorrow, and we will one way or the other be crossing over into the new year. I know that it will be a successful one, right? But we are here for a special training. We're here for a special event. But first thing I want to mention is that we will do well for ourselves and we will do well for the people we know by sharing the link by which you used to join this event, right? This event costs or it's worth nothing less than $1,000 per person, right? It's something we have organized before, but we decided that this time we want to make it free, right? For everyone to get the knowledge, right? We are all going into the new year. Everyone, at least everyone should have done New Year resolution, things I want to stop, things I want to continue doing, how I want to make more money, a lot of ways, a lot of things we want to do, right? So we've all detailed out our plans, right? And this is something that will do you very much good. And it's also do others, good. So don't be stingy with this lesson, right? Don't be stingy with this training. I want to encourage all of us to join today's event, right? So share with your friends, share with your families, share with your associates, share with your loved ones, share with everyone you know, right? Share with everyone you know. I can currently see how many we are, right? And the plan is to get the attendees to at least 1,000 people. And that's why we made it free. For those of us that joined earlier, you heard me say that is why we made it free. It's nothing less than $1,000 training session, but we've made it free, right? So please make sure you share it. Going straight, as you know, this event was organized by GTEx Holdings, of which subsidiaries involved Stephen Akitayo Foundation in partnership with GTEx and Associates. The GTEx and Associates is a subsidiary which handles the independent marketer segments of the holding company, which is GTEx Holdings. And the Stephen Akitayo Foundation, as many of us already know, is a subsidiary which is in charge of our chairman, Dr. Stephen Akitayo. So everything you see online, the content, the motivational posts, a lot of things you see online, the business, his brand, the books, the philanthropic side of the business, all those are covered by the Stephen Akitayo Foundation. While just like I earlier mentioned, partnered with the GTEx and Associates, which is the subsidiary in charge of our independent marketers, right? So those are the subsidiaries that hosted this event. And today we are going to be treating a very special topic. And that is why I earlier mentioned that if you're on this call, you want to do yourself good, and you want to do those that you know good by sharing the link with them so that they are going into the new year with this knowledge, not just yourself. You are going to the new year with this knowledge. We're treating a special topic today titled How to Earn 9 Figures as a Broker, at least in commission. How to earn 9 figures as a broker, at least in commission. So there are brokers earning 10 figures, some even 11 figures, well, at least how to earn 9 figures as a broker, right? And there is no one this topic will not be interested in. No one actually. There's no one who will not be interested in this topic. So make sure you share it. Today we are having Dr. Stephen, the chairman of GTEx Holdings. IT, please, if you can see Jessica, kindly make a co-host. I think I can see a hand raised. Right. So Dr. Stephen is going to be handling today's class, and it's going to be epic. You're going to get a lot of information. You're going to know more about the company. You're going to know more about the brand. You're going to know more about what we do. You're going to know more about how you can partner with us as a company, right? You're going to know how you can earn, right? Either as a business owner in what you do, as a career person, right? As an independent marketer, how you can earn. Everything you do, you're going to learn it, right? And also, we have an offer for you today, right? And what's the offer about? We have a special session which we regard with traveling with some independent marketers in the month of February. I'm sure you want to be a part of that, right? Definitely you want to be a part of that. So you're also going to know how you can be a part of that that particular trip to qualify to travel to South Africa. That is early February. Flights, accommodation, everything sorted. You're going to know. So, I mean, today is a whole lot. It's power packed, just like I earlier mentioned. We have our chairman who will be hosting the class from the beginning to the end. So, you will do yourself good by staying till the end. You will do yourself good by staying till the end. We have a very good topic. We're going to be talking deeply into it, right? We're going to be having offers. We're going to be telling you about some of the things, in short, some projects we just launched. One of them is Arcadic Property in Houston, right? Some projects we just launched, that is in the USA. You're going to be getting informed about it. For some of you who are yet to be our members, you're going to get a step-by-step basis on how you can do that, and a lot, right? So one thing I want to tell you is that make sure you're on this call throughout this session. Make sure you're on this call throughout this session. And for those who are just joining us, just like I earlier mentioned, this training costs nothing less than $8,000. We've done it before. It's something we've done before. It's something we usually do. But this period, we decided we want to make it free. We want to make it free going into the new year. So you have this knowledge, you have everything with you, right? And that's why I earlier mentioned that make sure you share this to everyone you know. Share this link, the same link you used to join, share it with everyone you know. But before I continue, I can see, yes, I might not be able to see your faces, but I can see your chats. So you want to do good by telling me your name and where you're joining me from, just as a way to interact with me, right? I can just see a few, I think just the admin faces, but I would want to interact with everyone on this call, right? So do me well to tell me your name and where you're joining me from. At least it will help me know those I'm talking to. I can see Mr. Stanley from UK, Mr. Frank from Cameroon. How is Cameroon this festive season? Mr. Frank, I'm sure Cameroon is doing very, very, very well, right? So I see a lot of people, some joining from Port Harcourt. Wow, someone joining from Singapore. That's a lot. I can see Mr. Neville from Cameroon. A lot and a lot. I can see someone from AKT, from Port Harcourt, from Bayelsa, and a lot of people from Lagos here, right? Some from Benin City. So thank you. If you're joining, by the way, kindly just share your name and share where you're joining from. IT, please, if Dr. Stephen is on the call, you can promote him. If Dr. Stephen is on the call, you can promote him as an admin so that the class can kickstart as soon as possible. Right. So if you're just joining, just tell me your name and where you're joining from. And also make sure you share this link to everyone you know. Hopefully we'll be starting the class very soon. Just like I earlier mentioned, if you're just joining, the topic today is be how to earn money as a broker. So we're going to be briefly discussing about the world of real estate. That's not the key today. There are a lot of things concerning real estate and a lot of sectors when it comes to real estate. A lot, right? If you've been in doctor's training before, you might have heard of 7, right? One of which is real estate brokerage, real estate agency. I mean, different countries have different names they call it, right? So that's the sector or the part of real estate we're going to be dealing with today, right? How you can make money, right, through selling real estate, not just investing, right? Also through selling real estate. We have some people who have some real estate assets with us, and they are actually paying for it through what they've sold. So they have assets, they have properties with us, but they are paying for it through what they've earned as an independent marketer with the company, right? We have some people who will be joining, be sharing their testimonies, telling us how they started, telling us how far they've gone when they joined the company, some independent marketers, some full-time staff, and how much they've earned and how far it has led them. You'll be hearing a lot today, of which Dr. Stephen will be the host. So make sure you're on the call and make sure you share this link to everybody while we wait for the class. Okay, apologies for the short timeout. So let me start with Jessica. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, hope we're going to be able to see your face. Well, anyway, kindly mute yourself. So yes, Jessica, how are you doing? By the way, Jessica is one of our staff. She joined as an intern, and she's now a staff, and she's on this call. I just like I earlier mentioned, for some of you, this program was done by Signature Foundation, which is the brand, and GTEX and Associates, which is a subsidiary in charge of independent marketers. And we have some people here who are part of us who have actually done well regarding that in terms of selling to earn commission. You hear more from them. I think Doctor will be the one to interview them, but they've joined the call. Right. But before we start the class, please, like I earlier mentioned, kindly share this link to everyone you know so they can join and get as much value as they can, just like you are, before they get into the new year. Right. So we have Doctor on the call currently. Welcome, sir. We're happy to have you. You have the floor, sir.
They competed into the Nigerian curriculum.
I'm not able to pull up my video, so I don't know whether it's to make me maybe a co-host or something. Okay, guys, welcome everybody. If you're happy to be here, can you type I am happy? Okay, guys, come on. If you're happy to be here, type I'm happy. I want to get feedback. If you're happy, type I am happy to be here. I also would like you to type your name and the city you're joining us from. Joshua, we live also across all platforms as well. Let's go live on all platforms. So your name and city you're joining us from in the world. I can't see that it's live, so confirm it's not live yet. So like Lagos is here, Chicago is here. Welcome, Chicago. Oshogbo is here. Jos is here. Sorry about the killings that happened in Jos. May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Ibadan is here. Paris is here. Abuja is here. UK is here. If I have not mentioned your city, just type it again. Anambra is here. Italy is here. Oh. Massachusetts is here. Ikorodu is here. Ikorodu and Lagos is here now. Cameroon is here. South Africa is here. UAE is here. Come on, Dubai. Ilorin is here. Benin City is here. Zimbabwe is here. Bua, where's Bua? Nebraska, Omaha, where God lives. Canada is here. Manchester is here. Okay, I mentioned South Africa. Mowe State is here. Okay. Port Harcourt is here. Abeokuta is here. I want to welcome you from all the various parts of the world you're joining. Mary from Niger State. Thank you. Kaduna is here. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for joining. I appreciate you all. Joshua, let me know once we're live on all platforms. Thank you. Ekiti is here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, Thank you for being part of today's event. I'm happy to see you all. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. This will be the last training I'm going to be holding. My next training will be next Saturday, 6th of January 2023, and it's going to be here in Houston. However, we're streaming it to all of you anywhere in the world. So later I will tell you more about the training. We're starting the year with that. However, this will be the last time I will be running a training. And I'm happy that you made it to this amazing event where we're going to be looking at how to make 9 figures in the real estate business in your currency, whatever part of the world you live. I'm probably one of the few Nigerians or few Africans who has been able to do real estate in multiple locations like I've done, from the UK to Dubai to Nigeria and even some other part of Africa to here in the US. I'm one of those few Nigerians who've been able to. So I think I have some credibility to share a few things with you guys. But I'm going to start today's training with testimonies before I get into my slide. And why I'm starting, I'm also going to end it with testimonies. So my testimony will be the last testimony will be anchored by Joshua. Joshua is my executive assistant. He will anchor the last testimony, but I will start with the first. I have 2 beautiful ladies with me who are going to be sharing their experience and their story, how they, joined the GTEx family, and how they started selling properties with us, and how they've made some significant amount of money. And I think some of them even qualified, traveled, all expense paid trip. Joshua, can you resend my slide to my email? So the first person I'm going to start with joined us this year. She's married, she has 2 kids, and she joined us as an intern, and I will hear from her. So Jessica Elebiyo, can you put on your video and let's get to meet you. Okay, how are you today? Merry Christmas. How did you celebrate your Christmas, Jessica? Can you put on your video, Jessica?
I can't do it from here, sir.
So who is not, how did you structure it such that they can put on their video? Can admin help her to put on her video? Because similar thing happened to me. Help Kende as well, so we don't wait till when it's time. So
All right.
yes, so tell us, by the way, how did your Christmas go? I just wanted to know.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for having me here.
You're welcome. How did it go, Christmas?
I was actually at home. And
You didn't take your kids out?
yeah, I was quite busy. The period was it was very busy for me.
Ah, what's the holiday for? It's for, having wonderful times with the kids and family. That's what it is for. And
Yeah,
GTEx,
I decided,
yes, go ahead.
also, I decided to spend it at home with them, spend time with them because I've been busy all this while. So I decided to just have the mommy time with them.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
Okay, I wish you the same.
So
Uh,
let's get to know, first of all, what were you doing before you joined the real estate sector? What was your industry before now?
okay, basically, in networking, I was into health products, but I stopped for a while. Then I decided to be on my own. I started selling, making chin chin.
Nice.
Yeah, because I learned that in school back then. My aunt, she used to she used to make it in a big way. So what I do basically, I came up with my own recipe, then I send it out of the country. So I get orders from Canada, from London. But
Wow.
at some point, I had to stop because of the economy. It wasn't
Mm.
taking much.
What made you to join the GTEx real estate internship program? I mean, what was in your mind? Because again, this was something that was purely based on commission. It wasn't like there was salary to it. So why? And then it was real estate. Some people are even scared to do real estate because they feel the products are expensive, it's capital intensive, and to live on just hoping to get commission. You did that and you excelled at it. You had 6 months to learn and to only earn from commission. What made you to go for that route, that option?
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for the question. I decided to go into real estate because I love these lucky houses, those fine buildings. It's my love for those luxury houses that made me join real estate. A friend of mine did post it, and at a point, I had to tell her to be sending it to me. So I left the chin chin because I wasn't making much profit. Again, someone mentioned something, said something to me which I didn't like, and I looked into it that okay, even if I want to count millions, this chin chin, before I will start counting millions from it, it's going to take time. So I knew from the real estate it would be easier for me to make money out of it if I put my mind into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I saw you online. I do follow Sahant, Lex Brown, and Grant Cardone. So there was a time I saw you with them. That was
2021.
the festival. You
Yeah, Brokers Festival, yeah.
yeah,
I
the
think
festival
global wealth. It was even
wealth.
global property brokers conference. It was the one we had in 2021. I think that was when we hosted them.
Okay, so I saw the flyer. So I was wondering that if this Nigerian man knows these people and is close to these people, that means there's something in this company, you know. So I started following you. I started following you on Facebook for a while. Then the way you speak your English, the way you pass the message was so what caught my attention one day was when you said if you want to buy land, buy luxury service plot. I was like, what's luxury service plot again? So when I saw the internship program, the call for it, I decided to join the group. I stayed there for a while before they asked us to send our CV and all that, and I actually applied for it. I told an aunt of mine, and she was like, "Oh, Jessica," she went to check you out online, and she was like, "Wow, Jessica, this thing is free of charge. Do you know how much they pay for such kind of training? It shouldn't come free at all. That this is a gold mine. I should go for it and all that." And she was like, "If the money to go for it will be an issue, take." She actually sent me money that you have to go, don't miss this opportunity. So that was how I started the internship program. So I know it wasn't a paid one, but I was ready to learn because I don't want them seeing me like a street agent or all these agents self, you know, posting those lucky houses when I don't know much about it. I was just posting what I don't even know. I was only looking for buyers, and most people, there was no trust. You know, even friends that want to buy would like, where did you get this from? I don't even know. I just say it's from someone. Buy, just buy, just buy. I kept doing that, and I got frustrated before I saw the internship program. So I was happy. I came and I started getting value from it. Even the academy that Madam hosted, this Akintayo, I learned from her a lot the other day. So I started jotting down points, and I found out most of the things that I was doing were not right. I started learning from the program.
Wow, impressive. So, what's your why? Because I always ask people for their why, and I'll tell you why knowing people's why is important to me. I've seen a lot of people, try to join either our GTEx and associate program, or or which other one, either the internship. and not everybody excel. And I think sometimes those who don't excel because they don't have a why, So for you, what was your why joining this? What was your why doing real estate? What was your why joining our internship program? Because you eventually did well. That's why we're interviewing you. By the way, in our first 3 months, or is it 4 months, right? In our first 6 months, she made a commission of over 6 million naira. Okay, and that is big. It means she must have sold over 60 million naira product, and she's continued to do very well. I'm sure she sold property over 100 million this year, and that should be how many figures? 100 million, 7 or 8 figure. That's 8 figure. So I mean, by the time she hit 1 billion, she probably will hit 9 figures, and she's on her way to the 9 figures. And for me, it's important to interview someone like her because sometimes when we do trainings, and I do a lot of training, some of you just think what I share is ridiculous. It can't happen. It's only happened to in mass. So I wanted to interview 2 people, and later again we'll interview another 3 people. So you can see that there are regular people like you. They have their own fears and concern, and yet they were able to excel in the real estate space. And you can, and like I said, you can do this anywhere in the world. You can do it in US, in UK, in Canada. I'm happy that this training will have people all over the world joining us. On Zoom alone, we have over 218 people. Across all other platforms, we probably have over 500 people watching. So I'm impressed that you're all here, and I wanted to start on a level where you can see people who are doing this and see that they're as normal as you. But you must have a why, because it's never going to be easy. It's easy to want to give up, but if you have a reason why you're doing this, then you will be able to keep at it until you succeed. So what was your why for Jessica?
Okay, my why is kind of I have a lot of why, but I have a one that is personal that I wouldn't want to share now, but I will share it much later in future. But another reason is that I want a change. I want the best for my kids, and I just want to live a life whereby if I want something, I can have it. Buy anything I want, not necessarily checking the price tag all the time.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair why. Sometimes people think why must be spiritual, or it must be your why can be as simple as I just want to live a decent life. For me, one of my why is I don't, I've learned over the years that kings don't beg. So one of my own why is I don't know how to beg. I can't beg people. So I would rather offer value in exchange for what I want. I will rather offer services in exchange for what I want than to go about begging. And for me, it's one of my whys. So you having 2 kids, I believe that's one of the why, and being able to take good care of those children and raise them. It's a good why, even though there are other whys that some you don't want to mention today. But congratulations to you. I will say, I mean, my last question before I move on to Kehinde, what was the major thing that was the breaking point that helped you to eventually sell? That maybe 2, 3 points so that others who are watching can learn that, because I'm sure you were not selling the first month, so you're not the second month, but the month you eventually made your first sale, it must have been a combination of things, but what are those things?
Okay, one is that I took it to God, because when I joined the internship program, I was told they would teach us, we will be taught how to sell, all basic knowledge we need to be successful in real estate. So, and we're actually taught what to say, how to say it, your videos on cold calling, everything. So I wasn't still selling. So I was wondering, what am I doing wrong that made me that I am still not selling, you know? So I took it to God and I said to him that if you help me sell, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell the world that please just help me. The company has given me what I need, the basic knowledge, the basic skills. It's time for me to give back. Because we were told to sell 2 plots of at least 2 plots. So I have stayed up to that 3 months plus. Then I took it to God that what is happening? Please help me. I really want to sell for this company and I really want the commission. I want a change. You know, I want a change in my life. I want a change in my lifestyle. That I'm going to come back and say thank you. And I'm going to tell the world that it was God that did it, not me. Again, I decided to like find out what I wasn't doing right because God will do his part and I have to do my part too, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So I find out I wasn't making it so much about them. It has to be more about the clients. Make it about them. They don't care. They don't know what they don't care about you. What they know is themselves. If you make it about them, give them value for what they are buying. Whether the land is at Ekpe or the land is at this place, so it's going to increase in value and all that. Just tell them what their own benefits, what they will get out of it, what is in it for me. That is what they want to hear. So the first person I sold to, what I did is that when he was in Lagos, he said, "Oh, I am in Lagos now." I was like, "Oh, welcome, sir. Welcome to Nigeria. How are you doing today?" He said, "It's fine." I said, "Okay." Then I started talking about business again. That the land here. When are we going to? I think it pissed him off. He was like, "Oh, I'm not even going to buy property in Nigeria again." And I said, "Why not?" I said, "Can I call you, sir?" I said, "You cannot go like that. To all this follow up I've done." So I decided to call him. I'm like, "Sir, can we have a meeting in person? Can we talk?" But like, "Oh, sure." Hey, now we are talking. So we arranged for a meeting the following day, and I went to see him. I sat down face to face with him, and I asked questions. Why he decided not to buy again, everything. We discussed in details. So I explained why the need for him to buy, what is the need for him. So he brought out his calculator. I started pressing. I told him you get about 200 to 500% in his returns on investment between 2 to 5 years. He said, "Really?" I said, "Yes." He said, "So how are you sure?" I said, "Yes, from the last 2 to 3 years, our property in Siso Place in Ibejuleki sells like this, and today is selling like this." I explained everything, even the ones that are selling surrounding buildings. I just explained everything to him, and he saw the need for him to buy because I wasn't just telling him, come and buy this place, there's property. I gave him value. He carried his calculator, and he saw that he was going to make a lot of money out of it because he's buying for investment, and he decided to subscribe into the estate, and he actually subscribed again. And since then, I've made it all about them, not me.
Wow. I guess you've done over 100 million, or how many volume have you done this year?
Yes, sir, I've done over that, sir.
About how much? 120, 150?
Not up to 150.
Right, but over 120. You should know these things. It's important. It helps you as a salesperson. You should know the exact number. It helps you to keep track, and you can tap yourself, and you have a goal set. The guys, can we all celebrate and clap for Jessica? I will finally ask you, what's your targets for next year? What's your sales target for next year? You must have it. I will advise you write yourself a check, and you paste the check, in front of your house, where you can be seeing it on a regular basis. So it enters into you. Every year, I write myself a check as to how much I want to make that new year, and I keep seeing it, over and over again. It's something mystical because I can't really explain it, but I realize that I've always made more than I made the previous year. Most times I'm not able to sell as much as what I projected, but I've never sold less than the previous year since I started writing my goal and having like, this is what I'm trying to do. So what's your goal for 2024? sales goal?
Okay. I didn't set a particular figure,
So go set
but
it now.
I will do that. Yes.
All right,
My mind is
go set it and send it to me. I want to see it today, okay?
all right, sir.
All time, congratulations. I'm proud of you. Well done. I mean, you've done this much in less than a year, right? So congratulations, Jessica. Right? Well done. My next testifier, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than, and she does it in a swagalicious way. Kehinde Oni, ladies and gentlemen, she is Kehinde joined, she was a copper when she got to know about us. And, in fact, I think she was ending NYC or something when she joined this. And so, Kehinde, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening to you. Good evening, everybody. Hi, sir.
I guess you're in Lauren, right?
Yes.
So how was Christmas? How did Christmas go?
Christmas went well. It was really, really great. And it feels so nice seeing your family again and getting to celebrate Christmas with them. Yes, it was great. Thank you.
Are they proud of you? I mean, this year you travel out, you're a big girl now.
Yes, I'm very proud of me and they are so happy. I brought some things for them. I brought some things for them while coming back to Nigeria, and giving it to all of them right now makes me feel proud of myself as well.
Wow,
Thank you.
that's good. So tell us your background, what did you study in school? And then and how you got to know about our company. I think you sent a message on Instagram or something, but let's hear it from you. So tell us.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. All right, so when I was in final year, I just I thought to myself that with the rate of unemployment these days, I wouldn't.
They said they can't see your face well. Don't you have a source of light that you can face that is brighter? And they need to see you. Kehinde is beautiful, by the way. So is
Okay, let
that
me tell you.
man to be Koroshi? They're better. This is better.
All
This
right,
is okay.
thank
She's do like me, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so in my final year, I thought to myself that with this rate of unemployment, I wouldn't want to finish NYSC and just sit back at home doing nothing. I can't see her, please. Okay, so sorry. I think, can you see me now?
Don't mind Olu, move on. He's looking for a girlfriend.
All right, so I just thought to myself, I don't want to sit at home. And what are the things I can do after school? What are the things I'm interested in? What can I do? Can't see you. So people are still saying they can't see my face.
We can see you. We can see
Okay, all right.
you.
Thank you.
We can see you clearly.
All right. So I thought to myself, what can I do after school? And then I came up with about three.
Better still, IT kindly on pin Jessica and pin Kehinde. I think that might be the issue.
Just go ahead.
Okay, so I created three lists, which one of it was being an air hostess. I wanted to go into insurance, and the third was real estate. Like these three things, I said, okay, any of these three, or these three, I'm going to read about them, and of course, know which of them I want to go for in the long run. Then I did my research, and it was during the course of researching, when I was doing my research, I got to know about Dr. Stephen Akintayo. And I remember that day, I was lying down on my bed, pressing my phone. reading about real estate just to get more knowledge about it. Then I saw Dr. Stephen Akintayo in a video. Then I was like, okay, let me just click on this video. What's this man saying? Then I clicked on it. It directed me to YouTube. Then I saw him teaching on the various land type and land documents. I was like, okay, I think this should be the basic. Let me just listen to his, and I did. Then from there, I got interested. I was like, who is this man? This man is really great. Let me go on Instagram, because if I meet people or when you tell me you are into something, I want to know how far you're doing or how well you're doing. So I went on Instagram. I searched for Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I searched for GTEx Homes. I did all my research. I also noticed that the people, most of the staff in the company are actually young people. So I believe that, oh, if these young people can do it, I can do it as well. Then I saw that some of them went for all expense paid trip as well. Then I was motivated that if these people are doing it, it's something I can do as well, because I am willing. I really want to learn, and this is someone I can follow. These are people I know they can teach me what I really need to learn, because I did not know about real estate. I did not know how to go about it, but I know that once I surround myself with people like this, I can actually go far, and I will always ask. So that's how I got to know about GTEx Home in the first place. Then I sent a DM to Dr. Stephen. Then I told him that I was going for NYSC and I want to serve with them. I just want to do my internship with them just to learn about real estate. Then he responded, thank God. He responded, he told me that, yes, we have a branch in Lagos, we have in Ibadan and all. Then I did my own follow-up as well. Okay, this is where I want to. They posted me to what is it called again? Chigawa. And I was like, ow, this is not what I want. But thank God, I was sick. Maybe God, everything just worked together for my good. I was sick when I was in camp, and they just redeployed me. Not pay a dime, I did not do anything. And they redeployed me to Ibadan. Then from Ibadan, I went to the office. They gave me an acceptance letter, or what's it called? Yeah, acceptance letter. And I took it to the secretariat. All things work out well. And that's how I found myself in GTEx Holdings, where I wanted to be in the first place.
Wow, interesting story. But why real estate for you? I mean, what did you study in the university? And then why GTEx? Why real estate? Yeah.
Okay, so in school, I studied English and literary studies. But yes, English is good, but then I just wanted more. I just want to, because I have my plans. I want my parents to be proud of me. I know I can work with my English, but I want to do something very different. So that's why I wrote down 3 things I wanted to learn about, which real estate was part of it. So, but for me, real estate, I feel with real estate, I'll be able to solve problems of, in the country at the moment. And I want to be able to be there for people, help them to, sorry, we still need good grammar. So sorry about that. So yes, like I was saying, real estate is something I love, because I love the way people show buildings on TV, this and that, and also it's also part of it. I really wanted to, so I also went for it.
Fantastic. So again, just like I asked Jessica, what was your why? A lot of young people are just wasting away, using social media to abuse everybody they can abuse, rather than doing something for themselves. Of course, if wishes are horses, beggars will ride. A lot of people are just wishing to be successful, doing nothing. What was your why for you to become somebody and to work hard? I mean, I see how you do telemarketing, and you put in effort to get results, to call, and to treat customers well. I've gotten a couple of customers message me and say, hey, I love Kehinde. I was in South Africa, And people were asking me, said, who's that? There's a girl in your company. Her name is Candice. She's just good. Her customer service is fantastic. She treated me well. So what's your why to give it your best?
Okay, so for me, I just want to be more. I know I can be more. I can be more than this. And so I just want to put in my whole, because if I set my mind on something, if I say I want to do something, I would put in all of my best to do that. And another reason, another why for me is to make my parents proud of me, because I know what they've been through, and it's a really deep story, but then I just want them to be proud of me. Everyone God has used for me, I want to be there for them as well. I just want to be able to repay them. So these are my drive, and by God's grace, I'm doing it already, and I know I'll be able to do it even more than this. I just want to make my parents proud. Everyone God has used for me, I want to make them proud, and everyone around me, I want to be there for people as well.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yes.
That's impressive. You won an all expense paid trip to Rwanda. How was that experience like for you?
Okay, it was my first time traveling out of the country. Let me speak well. It was my first time traveling out of the country, and I was super excited. And all thanks to Dr. Stephen Akintayo, all thanks to GTEx Holdings. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And yes, it was really, really fantastic. Seeing, I mean, traveling out of the country is really something for me. And, I did not even use my money. That's the sweetest part of it. It was not my money I used. Some people sponsored me. Dr. Steven sponsored us. It was a really great experience for me. And also, we also went there to learn as well, because we attended some conferences, seeing the way other people do in their countries, which is different from how we do in Nigeria. It's something I really wanted to do. I want to travel around the world, and then it has started already. And I'm so grateful for that.
Interesting. Well, congratulations. So in the year 2023, what was your sales volume? You did 200 million, or what was the volume you did?
Yeah, very close to 200 million naira, sir. Very, very close to 200 million naira. That's 188 million naira.
Wow. Come on, guys. Can we give it up for Kehinde Oni? Everybody give it up for her. And like I said, it's important to have these conversations, and I wanted you all to see that if these are young people, some of you are probably even older than Kehinde. So, and you have better opportunities. Some of you don't even live in Nigeria, so you have better opportunities. And I wanted to see that people are doing well, many of them young, and are able to make it in this business. So, and I wanted to see you to also see people we have over time work with as an institution. It wasn't just me to train, and they're doing very well. And this gets you to know that, okay, if people like this can do it, then I can do it. And what I will be learning is not just theory that might not be replicatable, but these are real facts. These are real things that works and that is doable. Joshua, I'm not able to pull up my slide. I don't know why. It's not opening up. I've been on it for a few minutes now, so the slide is not opening up. If you want to resend it in another way, I appreciate that. But let me even try this. I'm told there are ways I should be able to send my slide in form of airdrop. So I think the last event we did, they did something similar. Now, how many of you are happy about the testimonies you heard today? Okay, if you're impressed, come on, type I'm impressed. if you learned something, if you're encouraged, because I just didn't want this to be just a class and then we talk and we talk. I wanted it to be real. I wanted to listen to people, experiences as well. And I wanted this to mean so much, and for it to be as relatable as possible. So, Kehinde, do you have a goal for 2023 in terms of sales?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, so let's have it. What is it?
All right, so for me in 2024, I really want to make sales like insane sales that are really crazy.
What is the target? Yeah, there has to be a specific target.
1 billion.
So
1
you want
billion.
1 billion in sales in that's 2024.
Yes, sir.
Which means your commission will be between 50 to 100 million.
Yes, sir.
That's a tall order.
Give it. I can.
You
And I
can.
will. Yes.
Interesting. I mean, it will be good. I mean, if you end the year with a commission of between 25 million to 50 million, that's impressive. Not too many people are able to do that at your age. I mean, just finishing NYC and in your second year, pulling that off. I mean, I believe it's possible. I even think you can do far more than that, in my own opinion.
Yeah.
I honestly believe you can do way more than that. Absolutely. Of course, one is what you've already started, which is your
Yes.
level of hard work and dedication. Is number one step to making that happen. The second step to making such happen, in my own opinion, is laser focus. I always feel that the reason why people don't hit what they're supposed to hit is when they are not focused, right? Distraction is the biggest monster. People get distracted over different issues, right? And so if you can remain this focused, I think you can do even far more than, in my opinion, more than ₦1 billion in sales. I'm very positive about that. In fact, I think some of you, I mean, at least yourself and Jessica that have spoken, I think you can do as much as 5 to 10 billion if you tweak a few things. So first thing, invest more in doing paid adverts and generating leads. If you can do that, that would be good. Then build a personal brand, and grow that. And I'll be sharing that in the course of today's class. And I hope you stay tuned and pick a few lessons today. But once again, congratulations to you. And I wish you success in the new year.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, guys. We will be having 3 more people share when I'm done, and Joshua will be coordinating that with them, with the 3 other people who will be sharing. But are you now ready for my session today? If you're ready, type, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Come on. Now that you've been inspired, now that you've heard testimonies of people who've made it, at least now you know this is no joke, right? It's possible, it's doable. If you're ready, come on, guys. Tell me, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, let's do this. Okay. Again, I'm Dr. Stephen Kintai. And 2 years ago, I think this was the event that Jessica saw. I hosted Grant Cardone at a brokers conference, and Grant Cardone mentored a lot of the participants there If you were at this event, just type I was there.
Today I'm on with the Global Property Brokers Conference. Dr. Stevens with me. This guy is amazing, phenomenal human being. Okay, I got 10,000 people in Nigeria watching this today. You can see this right here. I got my little light set up. I'm in Miami.
By the way, if Grant Cardone says you're amazing, how many of you agree with me that you're amazing, right? This guy control over $4 billion worth of real estate assets, right? So if he says I'm amazing, how many of you think really I'm amazing? Huh? But aside that, we had this amazing event, and he shared how a lot of you as brokers, as agents, can step up your game. And I'm super excited to let you know that I'll later be talking to you how you can join the program. So for those of you who are not at the event, you can go through, even those of you who are at the event, you can go through this course over and over again. I think it's a course that you need to do. Also, it's important to know that in your goal to become wealthy, making money as a broker and things like that, always remember the place of giving back. Okay? Many of you, for example, I was supposed to charge $500 for this event, but I decided to make it free. Not because people wouldn't have paid the $500, but I mean, because of the shortness of the period, I probably would have gotten less than the over 500 of you watching me now who will have come. And I wanted this class to be for everyone. I wanted you to be able to have information to start the new year in a great way. Okay, but you must dream big. You must dream to help people. I've always said this over and over again. If your vision is just all about you and your family alone, then you're not going to go far. You have to think of other people this year. As you're thinking of trying to sell 10 billion, 1 billion, 2 billion, $2 million, $5 million sales, $10 million sales. Some of you can sell $20 million in property this new year. But also think of the commission you get and think of it, how much of that will go to the needy. Okay? Those of you who work in GTEx, you know how much we take that seriously. We donate every morning when we do meetings, and we use that donation to help the poor. This Christmas, we went to the streets, we gave to as many people as possible. We had Christmas hamper, we had so much. And privately, only God can mention how much of giving goes on. And even into the new year, to my birthday, I've lined up series of, bursary program, feeding people programs, going to hospital and paying hospital bills. Please have a charity dream around, your desire to be wealthy. This is one of Steve Akhtar Foundation program where we're giving $5 million in the next 5 years. 2024 will be our second year in this project, and you will have an opportunity to win $5,000 grant for your business. And if you know people who are entrepreneurs who need this, they can immediately go to StephenAkhtarFoundation.org and they can apply. And this is open to every African. Even if you're an African in diaspora, you can apply for this grant and you stand a chance of winning. If you are from Zimbabwe, Malawi, Uganda, you can apply. I think the application for Nigerians is closed, but other Africans can apply, and those, even if you're Nigerian diaspora, you can also apply. We're starting the event with a docu-series in Lagos in January. In February, we're going to be in South Africa, and we'll be giving this grant to winners in South Africa. So it's open to people all over the world, and you're free to apply. Okay? And it's powered by, GTEx Home. So again, this is part of why I tell people, when people attack GTEx as a brand, as a company, you're not just attacking one individual, right? You're attacking the projects we're doing, you're attacking how we're trying to change the world, and a lot of what we're doing to change the world. So it's important that we don't let this dream die. right? We keep this vision alive so we can change more lives. How many of you are excited about all that we're doing in our charity projects? If you're excited, type I'm excited. So let's get into today's class properly. What is real estate? Real estate is property consisting of land and any permanent structure or improvement on the land, whether natural or man-made. So it's important that as you come into our world, into our business, you really need to understand what real estate is about. Okay? You need to comprehend what exactly is real estate. And real estate is actually, land and any permanent structure or improvement on the land, whether natural or man-made. Now, how many of you noticed the word land twice? If you notice that type, I noticed, right? So the word land is the real property you're doing. Your ability to understand land and how it works and how land works determines your ability to really do well in this business. You must understand land and the intricacies around land. Okay? So even if you are selling houses, ultimately it's the land that influences, that is the location. When we say location, is the land. Okay? Different types of building can ultimately be built on it. I have this quote that says the safest investment, the safest investment to make is real estate. And the reason why I said this is because even if anything happened, you can still touch your land. Nobody can carry your land away. Let's even say the house got burnt. The land is still there, right? And you can build it back again. You can lose your crypto wallet and you will never be able to touch it again. Somebody can even hack it and the entire thing is gone. There's nothing left, right? So the type of investment that cannot be stolen, it cannot be carried away, is a powerful investment you can't even joke with. However, in our world, like I said, it's important to understand the business. Let me give you this secret. You will start doing well as a property broker and an agent the day you stop seeing yourself as an agent, but an investor, as an investor. Let me repeat myself again. You will start doing very well as a property broker or agent the day you stop seeing yourself as an agent, but you start seeing yourself as an investor, right? As somebody investing. And it is the powerful secret in this business. What is an asset? And what is a liability? Now, let's look at asset. And as a liability is something that takes money away from you and does not return it back in multiple folds. But what is an asset? Investors buy an asset, a source of cash flow. Step 2, asset generates inflow. In other words, think of every asset simply as a source of cash flow. And if an asset is a source of cash flow, then owning a property that is able to give you rental income is obviously a source of cash flow. Owning a land that you buy for an X amount and begin to build up capital appreciation over the years, and if you decide to sell it 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, it's going to go for a crazy amount. I remember making a little research of a property I got in the US for over $5 million. And I did a research as to how much was that property, guys, just 100 years ago. Can anybody guess what was the price of the property just 100 years ago? Of the same property, now going for, and like I said in the video towards this event, one of the things I love about real estate is that it does 4 things, unlike many other asset class. Help you make money, help you manage money, help you save money, but more importantly, it guarantees transferring of that money to the next generation. So because when I said, guess how much the property going for over $5 million was worth 100 years ago. Some of you say, but the person who bought it is not alive. Yeah, but what has he done is transfer that to the next generation, almost guaranteeing that the next generation can never be poor. And you don't know how powerful it is for your children to be kissing your picture, grandchildren. God bless great grandpapa Stephen. He made our life a lot better, right? You don't know how powerful that is. And I think these are the kind of dreams you guys need to start having, right? Dreams about how years to come. Okay? Those of you who are asking for this video, go to my YouTube, Dr. S. Akintayo, and he's already there as we speak. Okay, so don't bother yourself about, oh, is it recorded? Oh, is it not recorded, right? Dr. X Akintayo on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you watch not just this video, several other amazing life-changing videos I've put in there. So think of every asset simply as a source of cash flow, right? And once you can guarantee that these investments you're making will over time become a source of cash flow, then it's not worth making such an investment. Is this good? Come on, guys. If what I'm teaching is good, type this is good. Now, I typically teach in my masterclass seven types of real estate investment. Okay? And in 2024, I am thinking of breaking it further into about 10. And, just giving you options. And the reason why I do that is that I realize that a lot of people just think that real estate is just one option for them. And I must only go through one part. Meanwhile, there are multiple parts. So you see people say, but Dr. Stevie, I don't have much money to be an investor. But hey, you can be a property broker. You can be a property agent, like today's class. But that's just one aspect. We have commercial rental. We have property, what they often call fix and flip here in the US. We have land banking. We have short let. We have residential real estate. We have real estate investment trust, and so on and so forth, right? So there are different ways and different areas you can play in the real estate space, and it's not just limited to one space or one area. Multiple aspects, multiple areas, and you can turn your life around big time, okay? And I beg you, make real estate one of your major goals in 2024. I don't even care who you are, a medical doctor, a lawyer, and I'm not asking you to quit those things, right? But real estate has to be the backbone of your wealth, irresponsible of whatever you do or where you are. Remember, every business, every economic activity is built on a real estate. Your hospital is built on a real estate. Your hotel is built on a real estate, right? Your law firm is on a real estate. And most of the cases you'll be fighting were about real estate. Your tech business, right? Dr. Stephen, you don't understand. I'm into tech. Well, your data center is on the real estate, okay? Your hub is on the real estate. Your campus is on real estate. I can go on and on and on. Every economic activity is built on real estate. And that's why everyone should take real estate as a major opportunity, major business you should do this year. How many of you will type it? Real estate is going to be one of my major sources of wealth too in 2024. Come on, everybody, I want to type it. Real estate will be one of my major tools for wealth creation in 2024. Everybody type it. Okay? If you don't type it, your mind needs to grab it. That's why you type. When you type something, it's empowered, stronger. Okay? Real estate will be one of my major tools for wealth creation in 2024. Everybody type it. So it has to be key and it has to be something very important for you. So we're now going, by the way, if you want to learn all this,